everyone, and welcome to this informational webinar on the Discovery and Safety Grants Program from UL Research Institutes. My name is Matt Bragg, Partnerships Manager in the Office of Partnerships.
My name is Isabel Fishbein. I'm the Senior Research Awards Specialist in the Office of Partnerships.
Can a PI submit more than one LOI for each funding opportunity?
A PI may submit multiple applications addressing the different focus areas of a funding opportunity. However, only one application can be submitted to each focus area within the funding opportunity. Are the number of applications per institution limited in any way?
There's no limit to the number of applications that can be submitted by an institution. Are these grants structured as sponsored research or unrestricted gifts?
This is a competitive grant with restrictions described in the individual funding opportunity notice of funding and our program terms of conditions. If awarded, do granting institutions pay out directly and then invoice after they've spent the funds?
So yes, we have a reimbursement and invoicing process, as well as some timelines that are detailed in our program terms and conditions, which again can be found on our website. If the PI is a U.S. permanent resident, but also holds citizenship elsewhere, does that render them ineligible?
U.S. permanent residents are eligible to apply in general. However, final decisions on eligibility will be determined on a case-by-case basis. Do you allow a portion of awards granted in this cycle to be allocated toward overhead?
Yeah, great question. So short answer is yes, a portion of the award can be allocated towards overhead. We have a company policy at UL Research Institute that caps overhead at 25% of what we call modified total direct costs. And that's really, fully described in our overhead policy, which is available on the website. Is it okay to have PIs from different institutions jointly apply? And if so, how is that indicated in the LOI submission?
Yes, PIs from different organizations are allowed. This can be indicated within the Proposal Central application to specify a lead project director in the LOI. Additional PIs will be listed as co-PIs. What if my topic is outside the focus areas?
Yeah, so submissions to our funding opportunities are all going to be evaluated based on the focus areas described in those funding opportunities. So we certainly encourage our applicants to keep that in mind when submitting their proposed projects. Can applicants use funds to upgrade equipment in their budget request?
Yes, equipment purchases are allowable, but you still need to consult the program terms and conditions on the website for additional information. Could you please clarify the budget limit? Is the budget limited to total costs or only direct costs?
Yeah, good question. So the budget limit for our grants includes both direct and indirect costs. So again, we'd encourage our applicants to review our overhead policy to make sure they're within those guidelines when they're planning their budgets, and they can review our terms and conditions for some more information on that. Why does the LOI submissions budget prompt include both an estimate of total cost of the project as well as the amount requested from ULRI? Yeah, it's a really good question. So the answer is that the total project cost could be higher than what you're requesting from ULRI. And that, doesn't imply that we're requiring any cost sharing or anything like that, but it is an option, right? If you've got a project that's perhaps ongoing, that's funded elsewhere, that this grant would be contributing to, for example, that is allowable for this program. So we look forward to creative submissions that can really help us advance safety science. So please, submit those letters of intent by February 16th, and we look forward to reviewing them. Even if this grants program isn't right for you at the moment, perhaps your area of focus and your research doesn't fit neatly into one of our funding opportunities. We are constantly looking for new collaborators, new partners who can help us advance safety science. So we would encourage you to reach out to us at partnerships@ul.org. We'd love to have a conversation about how we can collaborate.